That car now being pushed behind the barrier. David Claxton in his Triumph Dolomite Sprint pushed away to the line for basic safety. The yellow flag is written down at Murray. Withdraw by the time the marshals have got off the circuit and the cars come back round to the first lap of the race. Now making their way towards the bottom hole now. They're now on corner as they head their way through that long left-hander with the left-hand tyre screaming in agony at some point. The top five are starting to break away from the overall pack, and as they then get back onto the power, then it is still Stephen Privet who leads the way ahead of Jonathan Corcoran as they make their way onwards and upwards to the start-finish line down the centre straight. But that Datsun of Jonathan Corcoran is going to chase Privet all the way up towards the first corner. Then he is closing and closing, thinks about a move up the inside, but decides against it there as there was a little unstable on the entry first corner. That really allowed Mark Shorten to close up. Certainly did, yes. Some good straight line speed there from Jonathan Cork. I really had the legs over Stephen Privet by the looks of it, but as Kieran said,
I saw the rear end damage on the car in front.
That just delayed him in the process and has actually dropped a little bit further into the clutches of Mark Chorlton. So the battle on for second place, although the gap has then come back down between them and the race leader Stephen Privet. So we've got 3 for the lead by the looks of it as they accelerate from Palmer down towards Agostini. Bit of gap back to 4th place, which is the 10 machine of Jason Christie, and then in 5th place at the end of that first lap was the number 74 machine of Carl Shreve. So good start from him from 7th on the grid. And just to confirm, Alec Greenhow is still there, so I didn't do him any disjustice really. He's there in 6th place, leads pre-66, but he's got the number 71 machine of Ian Thompson not too far back in that battle for pre-66 honours as the battle for the overall race lead gets closer and closer. It does indeed, making their way now out of Oggies and onwards they go. Jonathan Corker just try and on towards the Bentley straight. This is where straight line speed is going to be essential. Where will they be then? How will they sort themselves out down the Bentley straight? In fact, the Datsun pulls alongside then down that Bentley straight. They are running side by side then as they head their way down there, and it is that the Datsun looking to try and find his way. He'll have to go the long way round then in towards Brundle and then towards Nelson. Can he get that all done then as they head their way through back on the power they will go? And that looks like the Datsun hasn't quite made its way through there, and having taken that inside line, Stephen Privet able to hold on to the lead. That old adage, you're quick in a straight line, you can't quite have it in the corners, so Stephen Privet was still on the brakes in the corners, picking himself on the race, and a hard pass to keep Jonathan Corker behind. Mark Chorlton is not too far adrift as well in the RS2000. They accelerate now from Murray's up towards the line for the completion of lap number 2, and I think it's going to be probably less than a second, which covers the top 3 at the end of this lap. But it's still Privet that leads the way. Again, Jonathan Corker gets closer and closer in a straight line, but it's not quite long enough, I don't think, to make the move in towards Richie, and he gets on the brakes a little bit earlier than Stephen Privet, and again just drops a car or so back from the race leader as they start now the 3rd lap of the race. But the man at the back, Mark Chorlton, in that 3-way battle, is in fact the quickest man in that battle in the top 3 at 2:18.542. So he's picking up a nice toe and picking up the speed, and he records the quickest lap of the race. Yeah, so flying at the moment then, he's able to, just caught ready at the moment, able to close in on the 2 battlers as well as they squabble for the lead. He's just holding back for now. Bear in mind, he's only got 9.5 minutes left of this race. He's just holding for now. The Datsun looks to go trying down the inside in towards Jonathan.
Same as quali earlier.
To take over the lead of this race, they come into view. Yes, of Jonathan Corcoran. Steve now to 2nd, with Mark Chorlton now in 3rd, and that pretty is just pulling away at the moment. He's having a grand old the pre-66. Certainly is, yeah. So it means now that Jonathan Corker has gone through for the lead of the race, but can he stretch his legs and open up the gap, or can Stephen Privet accelerate and get himself back onto terms and try and use the twiddly bit to try and close the gap once again? But it looks like the Datsun has definitely got the march over the 2 cars behind at the minute, and the gap just starts to stretch a little bit more down the back straight as they head their way towards Brundle and Nelson. And although Jonathan Corker's got through to the lead, Privet now looking in his mirrors, Mark Chorlton, who as we said was quick, looking possibly to make a move. Stephen Privet through it now, needs to try and make sure that car can get through as well.
Yeah, he's just got to keep himself on his toes. I mean, when you face it, Stephen Primmett and Jonathan Corker were matching each other for lap times there and thereabouts, within 1 second on the second. So, across 3 miles, they are equivalent pace, but now that that's ahead and straight right, he's going to touch Stephen Primmett to capture a pass back once again. But our leaders then make their way across the start-finish line, and Corker now tries to bolt away now as he heads away across the line with a 2 minute 16.729, our new fastest lap of the race. So the cork in the bottle has really been let out.
Certainly has. That's an incredible lap there from Jonathan Corker. 2:16. That is much quicker than what we did in qualifying as well. So the Datsun has found some tremendous speed at the minute, and we've got a yellow flag in towards the first corner. So hopefully that is not one of our leading contenders. No, it's not, because all three are still there, but possibly further back. Jason Christie has gone through. Carl Shreve, I think, is there, so possibly a car from a lap ago has gone awry, but I think all the top 5 or 6 cars are present and correct on the run through. The left-hander at Palmer, and yeah, there's something from someone who has gone missing, although the yellow plates are now gone, so that car has possibly rejoined, and we'll have a look and see who drops down the order on this next lap and who in fact doesn't come through. But at the minute, it's anyone's guess behind the bank who we've lost.
Unless you saw it, of course, out on the circuit. And, well, we'll, as you say, see who drops down the order significantly when they cross the line next time around. That's the only way we'll get that confirmation. Bit of a battling going on here at the start-finish line here as the number 96 there of Jim Henshaw is the battle of the Morris Miners heading their way now onwards and upwards in towards Ritchie's and Wilson once again. Great battle if you're up there on the banks watching this one.
Certainly is. That's for 27th, 28th and 29th place, but still, wherever you look in the field, there is a tremendous battle to be had between all those cars together. So, yeah, down the field, might not be to the top front of the order, but definitely having a great battle to entertain everyone here today at Snetterton. As they work their way now towards the hairpin, then back down the other way in towards the left-hander at Palmer. But we wait once again with 6 minutes to go for the race leader to emerge. It's still going to be Jonathan Corker out front. So Stephen Primmett is the one who is not in second place anymore, so potentially a moment where he ran wide at the first corner, but he's there in third place. Now for the first and second, that's picking up, and that's our question of
there is a yellow flag on the run, so we'll keep an eye on that one. But yes, this very Primmett-shaped hole in the top 3 where he should have been, and what happens there, but we will probably start to see him dropping down the order, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, on the last lap has crossed the line recently, 2:22.8 though from Primmett, so he's well off the pace he was capable of a few laps ago.
Yeah, about 4 seconds a lap slower there was Stephen Primmett, so that's the reason he lost the second place to Mark Chorlton. What's happening in pre-66s? Well, it's still Alan Greenhow which leads the way. He is 6th place overall in his machine as he works his way now onto another lap. Second place, number 71, after that good start from Ian Thompson. That's seen him jump up the order second within pre-66 and also first within Class F of that category as well. And it's Tim Abbott by the looks of it who sits third, just getting that place back away from the number 99 machine of David Margulies. So it might be a pre-83 machine he's up against, but he's just got that position back and up into the top 3 of pre-66.
Yeah, the timing screens to strongly suggest that it was the 201 Pat Kennelly who may have fallen afoul of trouble there, because he's falling down the order like a stone now. And yeah, so it might be a suspicion that he might have fallen afoul there. Meanwhile, Billy Kennelly gets himself a black and white warning flag. Well, I can only assume will be track limits, which means, of course, if he does track limit one more time, these will be...
Certainly will. So that's not good news for Pat Kennelly within his part of the championship. He came here leading Class N, so that's not going to gain any points whatsoever. It might mean that the 168 machine of Keith Wright might be able to bring that gap down between the two of them at the end of this first race. But yeah, Pat Kennelly continues to drop down the order, but he's possibly had a moment through the yellow flag zone and not taken any further part within this race, unfortunately, so that's bad news for him. Out front though, Jonathan Corker continues to lead. Half time through, he extends the gap to over 4.5 seconds, and it looks like he continues drove this time round as well, because through the first two sectors, he's gained a few more tenths over the likes of Mark Alderton, who was in second place. Before he starts to come back on the second place pad, fraction from sector 1, loses a bit through sector 2, but he does almost a second quicker through sector 3 than Mark Alderton. So all of a sudden, there's now 1.7 seconds between second and third, and Stephen Privet, with that redness starting to come down, he's now starting to work his way back towards the second place man.
Yeah, sort of system reset. He actually went quickly through the third and final sector to Stephen Privet there, so on a mission to try and catch Chorlton and take back at least that second place that he lost out earlier.